some sort of...
You know what's sad? You have ANC celebrating 112 years just a few days ago, ne? And they were one of the parties or the people, pioneers that fought for us into liberation.
Right.
But 30 years after post-apartheid, nothing major coming to racism has been done towards that. But I think the most that can come out of this, if the government tackles it hands-on. But instead, you find organization and people trying to tackle it individually.
Yeah.
That won't work until the government, like, for example, a simple word like kafir, why hasn't that been made illegal? The apartheid flag being swung around. Yes, it can be in museums and all that as history. But why hasn't that been made illegal? When I Karen, if you call another person kafir, you can either get fined or prison.
You know, with regards to the government, hey guys, this government, we can even see what these people are doing. There's nothing that we can rely on this government for. These ones, they can't do shit. Fana, you know, with regards to, yeah, it is, because I saw a video of traffic to Mpumalanga with so many buses, and that's what they do. They will pay for the buses for people to go there. It's not like someone will say, I'm going there. Oh, there's going to be food. Oh, okay, I'm going. It's that thing. That stadium being full, it's not a reflection of
people in favor.
Exactly. People that are actually for the ANC.
Yeah.
Because each and every second person that you meet is heartful about ANC.
Yeah. And I hope that is the case. They are now seeing ANC for what it really is.
But there was this tweet, we're only angry for ANC on social media.
But
come voting time and everything else, it's the opposite. I mean, we were not at the Zhuang Stadium Selecho.
They were paid, those people.
But how many people does a stadium hold?
Well, they
over 70 grand.
How many people are in
Bombela? So I think it takes about 60.
You get what I mean?
60K.
Yeah.
So it's nothing. It might probably be a percentage of the country's population, but it's honestly nothing. It doesn't reflect anything to say.
You know, the other thing that I think was paid for.
Because by Patalla, who doesn't want something for free?
That's what I was about to say.
I will fucking go on a tour and be like, fine, Mariwaka, okay, let's go.
I mean, I don't usually go out of housing.
Free transport. This is a chance. Let's fucking go for it.
The other thing that I think is paid for, that I saw from the videos from that anniversary thing, ANC. The crowd went into the stadium carrying a casket airing RIP Zuma. It was paid for.
That is a front. Because KZ
was paid for.
Because they do that in fucking
because they need the publicity.
And I agree with you. Because every time, let's say Ramaphosa is delivering a speech to the ANC,
not you guys drinking at the same time.
As soon as Zuma walks in,
you guys drank at the same time. It was so
the
cute.
crowd starts singing.
Sorry.
When I was drinking.
You, like all of you just like you're taking little cute things. Sorry, Kachito. Back to your point. Really sorry.
And what you're about to say, I think I can hear where you're going. Because I also want to just comment on that. To say, Zuma ki giant, boss. That whole casket thing. It was a front. When I'm telling you, casket, they want to make it look like they're in power.
They've conquered him.
You know also, Babatang, remember there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah.
So if Batuba Zuma come and they're like, it's going to make ANC trend for a couple of days. And that's what they want.
Momentum,
Yeah.
It's true. But I definitely do think they paid for that shit. They're desperate, those people.
They are desperate, and you must remember they need to play the power. They need to play powerful, because it would be a totally different thing if that stadium was empty. Then people would actually be like, why was that stadium empty? Shit, it means ANC's not popping anymore. Then, even if I was a person who was for the ANC, I'll start doubting them. And I'll be like, maybe I must also just shift away from, being part of them.
Yeah.
Maybe I must look into another party. Mara, because Sansan ba batla iponsa as the heavyweight, you're not gonna lose confidence in them.
And they're not that heavy anymore. They need to drink a appetito.
So is MK like really like a thing though? Like it's like a real thing? Because I just feel like, I don't know, I'm open to like correction. I feel like Zuma's one of the most composed presidents we've ever had. That guy could have like a group of journalists. He's like, forget about it. But the media's like, forget about it. I think he's the most composed
I think it's
politician we've ever seen. And that guy's like, do you guys know his second name?
Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
No. What does it mean?
Oh,
okay. Maloma for these.
So he is he's exactly his name. Very cunning. And that's a very big Zulu man characteristic. If you know, you know. But that's how you're trying to kill him. But he'll be good with you. Until you strike, and then he'll show you that he's always known. So these other ones, the politicians and political parties, they think just because he doesn't like to, I will show them. I will kill them. They think
he doesn't have that Malima thing.
There was this article in Ikiba like
How do you feel, Zuma?
a lot of people fear
emotional intelligence.
and they fear him because Barry Hakwatile is no one to play with. Because Barry have one ID meeting in the Anakwatile, you would know, you would feel it in the room. I want to tell you and give a
Whatever, yeah.
You can't do shit. You can't do shit. Let the camera switch off and let's see who's who.
Yeah, like I said, and I like that because it means not a lot of things can get to him. And I feel like, guys, anyone that cool, be very afraid of. Yeah. Like I feel like out of how many rallies or talks has he had? Not once has he ever incited King fights against people or said bad things. He just always laughs. Even when they come for him, no, leave them.
He was laughing off things in parliament. We were busy. There was chaos and he's just laughing.
Me, and then he was just laughing.
Getting emotional, attacking him. But he would just laugh it off.
He was just laugh it off, and then he's like, 490, and then he was just laugh. And I feel like I learned something last year. I can't remember who said this, but they said if all you can ever be as a human being is offended, then be very careful. Yeah. And I've realized that Zuma is very big on emotional intelligence because there's nothing you can do to him that'll shake him. Instead, he only moves because he wants to. He only does something because he wants to.
Yeah. And that's a big thing because I also saw, I don't know whether between the reels on Insta and TikTok, someone was saying, if you do get offended and you get angry, that's a punishment that you give yourself for something that someone said. Yeah. You're punishing yourself by being... Yeah. That time they said that thing and they're trying to make
I said what I said. Exactly. Like why we're not at our chest? Because he didn't come in your chest and give you the offense. You took offense.
You know that MK thing that Zuma did, that was a chess move. Yeah. That was a chess move because he saw the time we are getting closer to the elections. And if he is still as Zuma, because he's got a huge following.
Yeah, he's got a
huge following. So if him as Zuma, with so much big following, he's still tied to the ANC, then the people that follow him will still vote for the ANC because to them, they're voting for Zuma. And what Zuma stands for.
He was like, I'm taking my people out.
He was like, fuck this shit. And I know these people are going to win because of me. So let me just...
One thing I know
but he's still in the ANC.
Yeah.
He is still a member, but he, just like Tabompe said it a couple of months ago too. Yeah. He was saying that I'm not going to campaign for the ANC because it's run by a thief.
Do you know why?
Yeah. So
Tabo said that?
Yeah.
Tabo was throwing blows at the fucking ANC.
It's a thief that's running the
heavily.
thing.
So
who's the thief? Who's the thief?
So
he's talking about?
The current leaders.
Sure.
Sorry.
Mbekile Zuma, they're still in the ANC because when they leave, they lose all the benefits. So remember, as a president, even after you off the chair, you get your salary for life.
Yeah.
You get the benefits, you get all those.
Yeah.
So if they're like, fuck ANC, I'm leaving, they lose all that. So they might be detached from ANC, but because of the benefits, they would stay. That's why Zuma, I endorse him into MK.
Sure. And I think the other chess move about it is that he did not go and open a party. He just used the same name from the ANC, which is for the military.
It was
and
like
he
a
was like,
slap in the face, like the
we are
military
going to use this thing
reinforcement.
as a vehicle. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still tied to this thing, but I'm taking this thing. I'm using it as a vehicle.
But I see an I putting MK.
Ima,
But I don't even think it can be him because I
Because
mean,
he can't.
if yeah, now
Policy and
then that
everything do
means
well,
he must withdraw
So
from the
all he
ANC.
just did, Zuma, is to endorse.
to
I
attach himself there.
MK, he just endorsed it like.
But the endorsement
He's
also
a
is not.
representative.
Yeah, they represent
No,
what?
he's a representative.
Nah,
yeah,
sir.
you are now MK.
Nah.
But my thing is also,
What
is that
is
not
it?
an
Because, I mean,
infringement
if-
to ANC
if-
also? If he's still,
If you're not running it, then you are part of it.
No, he just endorsed it. As HO, you know how, like you guys are saying, Zuma has a huge following and die hard. So the reason they ran with it, Zuma is a big sensation. Like even Ramaphosa doesn't get it that easy, Hore, too. All the other people that were in his way, Obatlusita with ease.
With ease, yeah.
With Zuma, it's still a problem that
Yeah, true.
he's faced with. So Zuma just made an endorsement to MK and people went with it. But he didn't like put his hands into the making
Into
of
it.
it.
Yeah,
You
I
can't,
think
yeah.
you're onto something with regards to that because I don't think he's gonna be fully part of it. I think he just needed to endorse this thing so that he can detach himself from the ANC, even though he's still part of it. But he wanted to make sure, that is why I'm saying it's a chess move. He wanted to make sure that his people that follow him, they're not gonna vote for the ANC.
But you know,
I think he stands a great chance, or that particular party would stand a great chance. Because another thing, there's so many things that Zuma that are now coming to light about his true intentions for the country. Because one thing can be, he wants to fuck you up, they will fuck you up. No matter how good you are, if Baba was saying at a YouTube, it was saying
That's true.
Imutsa Ramaphosa, Imutsa Zuma. Totally different.
Yeah.
They are both. I think a lot of people are now starting to see what Zuma was actually trying. Zuma nothing to a country, man, and everybody wanted him. Still, Babona, the truth, yeah, Ramaphosa. What was the name?
Nah, he does it.
and did you guys see on that point exactly that he also made it known, being Ramaphosa, gore, if you guys stop voting for the ANC, which it looks like you guys are intending to, then your 350s are gone, babies. Your NASFAS is gone.
Yeah, he's trying to instill fear. Right now, I think they've reached that stage of being desperate. So they will use anything to make people
Scaring
fear
tactics.
and
Yeah.
bring them back.
Scare
into
tactics,
power.
yeah.
Because obviously, if you're sitting there and you're not working, you're thinking about this 350 and you're like, fuck this shit.
can I just say in